Are you buying a house in 2021? Stay tuned for my top 4 tips for getting your offer accepted. What is up, everyone? This is Brian Castro with RE/MAX One, and today we're going to be talking about how to get your offer actually accepted in this market. For those who don't know, we're up about 15% year over year on pricing, record low numbers of homes on the market, but also record high numbers of sales. It is a crazy market, and they're just flying off the shelves, and there's tons of competition. So getting your offer noticed and getting your offer accepted is really difficult. So here are my top 4 tips. First of all, make a strong offer. Understand that in this market, you can't do a lowball offer. You can't, yank the seller around because they'll just find a new buyer. There's tons of buyers. They're coming out our ears. So when you write your offer, you want to write, unfortunately, the highest and best offer that you're willing to do on that home, to the point to where if it's sold for an extra $5,000 and you don't get it, you're okay with that, because that's what it comes down to a lot of the time. So whatever you can do to make your offer strong, your highest price, and whatever they want in other ways, do it, because it's a tough market, right? On that same note, tip number 2, talk with the listing agent. If you're going to buy a home, you need to either yourself or your agent talk to the listing agent, because the listing agent knows what's going on, right? Does this house have other offers? Yes or no? Is it going for way above asking or a little above asking? Do you want a fast or slow closing? Does the seller need to live in the home, have a tenancy after closing? You need to talk with the listing agent and figure out what they want on the offer. And having this information will always set your offer above the rest. And I've even had cases where it's like, man, we know that there's going to be a price that's higher than ours because it's this market. But I don't know if it's going to be 10,000 higher, 5,000 higher, 50,000 higher. Can you just do me a favor and counter it? Counter my offer. Whatever the other folks have, counter it and give me 24 hours to respond. And if I cannot match it, go with that offer, right? But however the agents or you and the agent work things out, make sure that there's communication that's clear with the listing agent, because that can really set you apart, and that can be the difference between you closing the deal and not. Tip number 3, know the market and know your limits. If you see a home that, is kind of on the high end of your price range, but it's kind of low for the market, and then when you go to do showings and there's 50 other rabid buyers chomping at the bit to get in, you know that the other folks are probably going to get that house. They're probably going to come in with an offer that's really high. So you want to try to figure out, what price range you're really looking at, and make sure you're looking at homes that will likely sell for that price. Not that are put up for that price, because many are going for over asking. So, if you're looking at something that's, let's say, $800,000, maybe look at homes that are going up for $750,000. So that way you make sure you get into it. Don't look at homes that are for $850,000, because they're probably going to sell for more and you're not going to be able to get into it. Which, again, your agent should be able to work with you on. And a lot of that is going to be doing a CMA as you're looking at homes, figuring out what you think they're going to sell for and making appropriate offers in that way. But it's really important that you know what the market's doing, what the house is probably going to go for, and what your limitations are on those offers. Finally, tip number 4. If you're getting burnt out and you just, are having a tough time, these houses are going for so much that you just can't keep up with this crazy market, it's not a problem. The whole market isn't crazy, only certain parts, right? For example, manufactured homes and condos, nowhere near as crazy. If you find a stale listing, a listing that's been on for, heck, even a month, it's been on for too long, it's too high, right? That gives you a lot more flexibility, and that means you'll have a lot less competition. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll have no competition, because in this market, with our bad luck, there is always someone else that offers at the same time. But those houses are not going to be as crazy and have as much drama going on with them. And sometimes you actually can, on those more stale listings, get in for under asking price or get some of the terms that you need done. So finding stale and less desirable listings can be huge in your home buying adventure, especially this year, and especially if you're burnt out and you've tried to offer and offer and offer and you're just done, right? Getting a home that doesn't have as much competition can be great. If you need any more tips or if you want help going through the home buying process, you know what to do. Call Castro, and I'll talk to you guys soon.